Hi everyone, this is a sound test. Actually, it's test number 2 for the Samson C01U USB condenser microphone. Now, I made a previous video where I showed the microphone, the stand, and so forth, and I simply recorded raw audio without any modification to the audio. But a few of you have asked how the recording sounds after doing some audio edits, and that's what this video is about. Right now I'm speaking into the microphone, and again, this is raw audio, but shortly I'll add in some edited audio so that you can tell the difference. Still working on getting the lighting correct in the room here, so for the video footage, I'm using a small Logitech 920 HD webcam, but this video isn't about video, it's about audio, damn it. Right? So let's talk about what the details are. Now, if you saw my other footage, you notice that I didn't have any type of sound dampening background behind me, but I went out and bought a curtain, bought a number of panels from Big Lots, woo, okay? And I also bought a curtain rod, which was basically it's half-inch conduit piping that cost me under $5. Woo, again, right? That's expensive when you buy real curtain rods. Anyway, I'm about 18 inches from the microphone, and lift up the microphone here so you can see. Okay, so here's the microphone. About 18 again, I'm about 18 inches away from the microphone. And the video and audio software that I'm using is Sony Vegas Studio Platinum Suite version 11. It's not the very newest version, which came out a couple months ago. It's from last year. The version of audio editing software that I'm using comes within that suite, and it's Sony SoundForge Studio version 10. And that's what I'll be using to edit the audio. Okay, now I'm not the best sound editor. I've only played with SoundForge for a couple of months, but I tell you what, let's see what it sounds like. Okay, now you're listening to the audio after it's been edited using Sony SoundForge. Not sure if you can hear the background. My heater is running, but I've tried to diminish that. I also have Audacity, which is a free audio editing software. I haven't really used that a lot, mostly just Sony SoundForge. So let's talk about what edit changes that I've made as far as the audio here in this video. Again, the editing software was Sony SoundForge Studio 10. The first modification was to set a sound gate, and that helps to remove minor background. That was set at 32 decibels. I then used something called track compression to scale down any high volume parts of the audio. I then used a graphic equalizer, as you can see here, and what I did is I increased the bass as well as I increased a little bit of the treble. And then finally I took the single monotrack. This is a monotrack audio from the microphone. I divided it into 2 tracks. I'm not sure that makes a big difference, but nonetheless, that's what I did. So there you go. So this was a voice test, again, for the Samson C01U USB condenser microphone with both raw as well as edited audio using Sony SoundForge Studio version 10. I'm still pretty much a newbie at the sound editing, but nonetheless I made some minor modifications to remove out some of the background as well as modifications of a little bit of the voice characteristics. Now, if you saw my previous video sound test, you know that I'll use the microphone primarily for voiceovers as part of online lectures that I do, as well as I do a little bit of animation voiceovers. And so finally, you've gone the entire time, and I just show you the microphone again. So here's a microphone, right? The pop filter, the microphone, and the sound dampener with the stand, all together costing about $120. The microphone itself is around $70, which I thought it was a pretty good deal. So hey, if you have any questions, you have any comments, suggestions about audio editing, help me out a little bit, Or if you like the audio, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Okay, you have a good one.